Oh, she's on a roll. I wanted to say about valuing other people's opinions. Uh, I mean, everybody does that, I suppose, neurotypicals or autistics. I would find, from my experience, is autistics will do that more. And I just wanted to confirm, well, sort of in a, you got to judge it in the situation type thing, right? But in a lot of cases, when it comes to their other people's opinions being more important than your own, there's no point. But I mean that not in a sort of throw it out there, that's the way it always is, because we've got to use our intelligence and as much judgment as we can give, say, within the experiences of our life that we've had. But I find what happens, so like me now, right? I create these videos and I haven't got a wide audience. Neither am I seeking one. There's a reason I do this, and that is because, and I don't want to sound all like, I don't know, perfect or anything, but there is an essence to why we do certain things, and where that comes from, and why we're doing it. And what you might find is if you start doing things from a less natural place and a less rewarding place, you'll probably find you get a bit irritated when you don't get what you've in your mind surprisingly put in your brain that you expect the result to be. So the reason I do these videos is because I want to reach out and touch people who are autistic, alone, don't understand themselves. If that's one person, and I actually mean it, some people don't, do they? But I do. One person or loads of people, it's the same. So it's not going to alter. I'm not doing this for popularity, which society can create this sort of thing where we believe that it validates who we are when we have this sort of popularity, that when we do something, we're meant to want to become popular, we want to become known, we want to become a celebrity. Gosh, no, not for me. I never want to be a celebrity, and I would never want to be popular, and I would never want to be known everywhere. What I want to do is help. That's the essence of why I do it. And I think this is probably why I'm quite a happy-go-lucky person, because I don't put bad reward systems into my brain. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not, but the reason I do this is for the greater good, which sounds like one of those village things that you'd see in, yeah, why is it Hot Fuzz? But I genuinely do, and it's not for anything other than that. So I think this is, when you have good reward systems, you'll find you mentally, physically, everything is healthier and better. When we don't put expectation on things, I don't give a monkeys about if who sees these, and if it helps, then great. But if they don't, it doesn't matter to me. And what I'm saying is about when we worry about what other people think about us, and what when we, because when you put yourself out there like this for an autistic, it can be a scary thing because we've been ridiculed often. Don't mean to trigger you, but it's quite true, isn't it? So it takes an awful lot of effort to put out there. But because I'm not worried or afraid or don't really give a monkeys, because I genuinely do this from a good place, from my heart, I don't mind if somebody tries to say anything because I know why I'm doing it. So their opinion will not bother me. Because I spent a long time thinking about who I am, what I am, and I'm quite sure about all that now. As sure as anybody anybody who's like me can be. So, so when we worry about other people's opinions, it actually stops us from being who we are and what we want to achieve. And it's such a shame because I was like that for so long, for so much of my life. I have squashed this personality, which is wacky, fun, and I like her, and we have a laugh. And I have a laugh. Me parties all the time. I recommend them. A me party is great. And so we shouldn't really worry because some people go around, and I experience it daily, where somebody thinks that when they kind of like shun me, um, when I put myself out there and they reject me, within friendships or work colleagues or whatever, they think this is going to bother me, and it really doesn't. It makes me smile because it shows their weakness, not mine. Because I will love and be nice to everybody that I can be. And when they come back and purposefully ignore, which is emotional abuse, they don't see what they're doing. But I can. But I say, all right, you just haven't worked that one out yet, that isn't a good way to be or a healthy way to be. So when we worry about other people's opinions, you're going to constantly be on a rocky road. And as soon as you stop worrying, obviously do things from a good place. And arrogance and dominating isn't nice, is it? So it's using a logic that works and a balance that works, which takes practice sometimes. But if we have people in our lives who are judging us and we're listening more to them than we are to our hearts, it's just not going to work because those people will have their mixed up feelings of their own inadequacies and their own jealousies and their own bad reward systems. And why are we allowing that to judge who we are? It's wrong. So I have like a little thing going on in my head which works wonders, which I have little camps. There's a couple of camps going on. And when I meet someone and I get to know them and I talk to them and this and that, and I go through a series of different things in the relationship with that person, and I'll know which camp they go in after a little while. Will they go in the camp where I value their opinion because they're a decent, honest, healthy person and they aren't full of all the jealousies and switching their personality with me? You know, one minute they're my friend, the next minute they're not. I don't have those kind of people in my life. So they'll go in the camp where I value their opinion. But when they're all switching and they're on and off and they're doing passive aggressive stuff and they're jealous and then they're nasty about other people and then they've hurt me or they've like that, they go in this camp. And that camp is don't value their opinion. So when they open their mouths, it's more blah, 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 blah. But I'll be nice to them. Oh, thank you for your opinion. Or something like that. But then as soon as that opinion's gone. But then the person who doesn't make you a bad person doing that, by the way. It's good. It's intelligent and logical to listen to people who value you and have been consistent and kind and show that they are wise. Then their opinion I will take. So it's just me saying, don't let your life be judged by or thing by other people. And also what I try not to do is ever to rise to it either, because those people who are purposefully and kind of got their own problems, and as far as I'm concerned, unless they want my help and support, they can keep them. Okay, bye. Value yourself. Your opinion matters.